дальше. Следующий у нас докладчик Кришна Сара Хельмле, директор переводческой компании «Текст-Öffner». Это у нас сегодня в компании один из немногих представителей индустрии, из немногих представителей бизнеса, которые занимаются именно уже переводом текстов на ясный и простой немецкий язык в Германии. В Германии все уже на таком достаточно высоком уровне в этом плане, что уже спрос рождает предложение в виде переводческих компаний. Вот. Я очень рада, что Кришна согласилась принять участие в нашем круглом столе. И, собственно, благодаря ей, на самом деле, в какой-то степени я занялась этой темой более глубоко и подробно, поскольку познакомилась с ее книгой, прошла курс повышения квалификации для переводчиков в Германии под руководством Кришны. И вот сегодня она тоже с нами и также выступает в качестве члена нашей проектной группы, делятся с нами своим опытом, который мы надеемся, ну, не обязательно изобретать новый велосипед, да, можно обмениваться практиками друг друга и двигаться вперед. Поэтому, Кришна, передаю с большим удовольствием слово тебе. Вперед. Krishna?
Thank you, Natalia.
Thank you.
I will try now to share my screen with you, everybody.
Yes, it's okay.
Okay. So, yeah, as Natalia already said, I work in the field of plain language and of mostly in simplified language and simplified German for 7 years now. I started in 2013, and I really enjoy doing it. I regularly teach seminars, mostly for public bodies like municipal administrations or government bodies. So today I would like to share 2 stories with you, and I call it 2 contracts, 2 stories, because it's about 2 aspects of my professional life. On the first picture you see me doing a seminar, and the second is in my office where I am sitting, where I sometimes sit and translate texts into simplified German. So we will start. The first story is about someone who came into one of my seminars, and we had the question was raised: is simplified German for everyone, and can it be from everyone, from anyone? Sorry. So yes, it is definitely for everyone. Everyone should, as we already heard in the previous talks, everyone should be able to understand and to participate. But is really everybody able to do it just like that? And I say no, because let me tell you about a young man who appeared in one of my seminars. He came and said, I'm here and I'm really happy to be here, but my boss came the other day and he said, you know what, did you ever heard about this this thing called simplified German? And I said, yes, why? And the boss said, well, we are obliged now by law to have information in simplified German on our website. So you will translate this into simplified German. And he tried, and let's say he told me he failed, and he failed enormously, as he said. So he managed to come to my seminar and to try out what it is like. So I have an example, and when we started the whole thing, he said, whoa, I didn't think it's so difficult. Let me share this example with you. I have it's in German, and it's not really about not really about the content in this case. It's from a library regulations. On the left side, you see the original text, and on the right side, you see the first attempt of this participant. And even if you, I don't know, you see that the difference is not very big. So if you try it, if you start, and then you will mostly make the experience that it's hard to do. I heard from another expert. She says, I normally tell the clients, yeah, it's so easy for the reader to read because I had I had a hard time to do it. So it's not, yeah, it's not just like that. So we worked on this after through the whole day, and afterwards he really managed to have a nice translation. So you see, he followed most of the rules. You have it's actually the rules are mostly the same for almost every language, I think. So make short sentences, use simple words. You have to explain words if if they're not clear, and if the reader has to know them. So I think it's gets clear. It's a bit longer now, yes, but you see the sentences are way shorter, and also some of the content is really more easy to understand. So this is one part of the story, is really qualified training is necessary. It is, in simplified German, is really for everyone, but it needs qualified people to really to do it. Just like that, it's not really possible. And I just had one seminar yesterday from for administration here in the surroundings. Oh, in the surroundings, by the way, is near Stuttgart in the southwest of Germany. I didn't mention that, I'm sorry. So, and they said, yeah, it's really hard to do, but they made really nice progresses through the day. And they still say, oh, I still need to work really hard until it gets to really have the right amount of progress and to really have good texts. So this is the first story I wanted to share with you. And the next one is about from my work as a translator. And there I call the story is Ask the Real Experts. Sometimes I get contracts or prospects call me and they ask, yeah, so you translate the text and then we can use it right away. Is that so? And normally I say no, because if you do make texts for people with learning disabilities or with learning difficulties, you really are obliged actually to ask them to have the text read before it gets into the public. Because if you work with a target group, I think it's the same in marketing or in advertisement. You really should know the target group, and the best thing to do and to know the target group is work with them, ask them because they know what they need and they know how they need it. What they need, it means what kind of information do they want. I remember a few years ago there was only stuff available in about politics and about disabilities. There were almost no other information. Now we have really a big amount of interesting stuff, so news or gossips, things, books, and everything. So also they know also how they need it. Do they want it online? Do they want a book or brochure or things like that? All these things, they can really express themselves and say what they want and how they want it. And also when do they need it? It's also about a thing of time. When do I need information about how to get a job? When do I need information about how the last boy band is doing at the moment, or something like that? Also, this is a point you have to ask people really who are experts for themselves, I think. This is the second story, and I would like to share one project also with you. We finished a few weeks ago. It was for the I didn't do my homework. I should have looked up what it means in English. It's anti-discrimination, and it's from the federal state, from the government, from the German government. They have their own office against discrimination. So, and it's against discrimination of all kinds. And we had, my team and I, we had the honor to translate it into simplified German. So work in progress means I worked online. It was in the middle of the downlock, actually. So we couldn't work together in person. So I got, on the left side, you see all WhatsApp messages, and like to hear they in a voice message. So the people who read the text, they said, I didn't understand this or that. And then they say, could you change this, or could you do this in another way? And it's all these voice messages I got, and I typed it in, and the result you see on the right side. So this is the brochure itself, and it's also available online. It's in German, simplified language. And this really showed, is really a nice project to show how important it is to work with the target group, with the people who also will use the text afterwards. So again, ask the real experts about these things, and about simplified German. And yeah, so what I would like to emphasize is what's like in the beginning of my talk, really simplified language. We need, or what we need really is a qualification so that it can spread, and we need the participation so that people are really involved and they can decide for themselves what they want. Okay, this is it from myself today. Thank you very much. And I'm open. If you have any questions, go ahead. So.
Спасибо, Кришна, да, за интересный доклад. Пока ты его делала, я как раз вспомнила, что связано вот с необходимой квалификацией, как это действительно не просто переводить на простой язык, не говоря уже о ясном языке. И нашла вот этот листик, это был мой первый опыт перевода у тебя на семинаре на ясный язык текста. Я помню, что нам было выделено, по-моему, 40 минут или час, и мы перевели приблизительно 2 предложения или даже меньше 2 предложений. Действительно, это было очень-очень сложно, особенно когда в первый раз мы это делали, было очень сложно. Вот. И те вещи, которые нам кажутся понятными, то есть мы, как в переводе, да, в любом переводе мы пытаемся поставить себя на место читателя будущего и понять, поймет он или не поймет текст, то здесь поставить себя на место читателя еще сложнее. Поэтому, конечно, нужна и квалификация, и участие целевой аудитории, да, этих экспертов, которые выступают в данном случае экспертами, редакторами, да, выпускающими. Плохо меня слышно?